for the better in recent years. And in Volusia County, Florida, the sheriff's department there has seen very positive results with de-escalation training after some help on the topic from across the Atlantic. NBC News correspondent Willem Marks has our report tonight.
Hey man, I'll stay here.
It's one high-stress simulation.
Get on the ground and do it now.
And two very separate approaches to policing.
Can we talk about this? Can we work through this together?
For Sergeant Nick Shepard, de-escalation training can mean the difference between life and death, and not just his own.
We can use other tactics. We can wait people out. Those are the things that are vitally important because there's nothing more important than human life.
Each year, around 50 new recruits join the 400 sworn officers in the Sheriff's Department of Volusia County, Florida. They must pay as much attention in the classroom, learning crisis intervention techniques, as they do on the firing range. The man behind this shift in emphasis is Sheriff Mike Chitwood.
It's just as good police work to save a life as it is to get involved and stop a bad guy with a gun who's committing a massacre. It's the same thing.
Since he took the job in 2017, he's handed out medals for de-escalation and a few hugs. And though police call-outs have remained consistent, annual arrests have dropped almost 30% to 9,400. And over the past 2 years, the frequency with which officers use force has halved to just 65 incidents in 2019. Local activists like the NAACP's Cynthia Slater say they appreciate the attention paid to the county's African-American community.
We've created a really good partnership, although there's lots to work on. I mean, but anytime there is something going on within the community, we get together.
In late 2015, while still police chief of Daytona Beach, Chitwood joined a group of American law enforcement officers on a fact-finding trip to Scotland, captured in a Sky News documentary. There, they watched how unarmed officers calmed suspects and avoided the use of force at almost any cost. The exercises astonished many of the Americans, including Chitwood, who wanted to adapt this Scottish training to the gun-rich streets of Volusia County.
So what we have to take away from this as police leaders, when we go home, in my opinion, we have to instill in our troops that I'm going to put policies in place. We're going to train to de-escalate. We're going to make sure that you're safe, and by ensuring that you, my officers, report off safely at night, you're going to ensure that the public reports off safely.
Armed Officer Deputy Chief Constable Will Kerr oversees police training here and says Scottish cops are guided by a unique legal mandate.
The principal role in statute of policing in Scotland is to improve the safety and well-being of people, places and communities across Scotland, and that gave a fundamentally different starting point for the relationship between the police service and the public in Scotland.
Here at Tulliallan Castle, Police Scotland teach around 800 cadets every single year, but it's the techniques they teach here they say could translate all over the world.
It was an epiphany to sit there and watch, they arrest people, they have bad people, they just don't have as many guns as we have. But to see their approach and to see how they recruited and to see how they trained with these incidents, they have to use their wits, they have to use their problem-solving abilities. They have to call in the right group of people to diffuse that situation.
Black Lives Matter! A new approach can no doubt make a difference on America's streets. At a time when some seek to defund the police, one department's learned to defuse their encounters with the public, and it seems to be working. Willem Marks, NBC News, Tulliallan, Scotland.
And coming up on our last segment of the week, what Republican U.S. senators used to sound like.